everyone, and welcome in to our community spotlight this morning on this Friday. A lot of events are happening around the area, and it's fall time. What a beautiful time of the year to be outside. And this hour, we get to talk to Gary Wiseman of Blue Cielo Farms. And good morning to you, Gary.
Good morning.
Also, Gary, we have a legend in the house. It is one Rock Evans. Rock is somewhat of a legend in these parts.
Yeah. Good morning.
And I tell you what, y'all, I'm so happy I get to serve on the Hospital Foundation board. And Rock, there are generous people out there, and then there are people that are just super generous. And Gary, Cassandra, owners of Blue Cielo Farms, have been very generous in opening up the property there at Blue Cielo Farms for an awesome, awesome concert. And you're with a vineyard, a winery right here in Elbert County. It's just past Richard B. Russell Park. And how, like, I go to Gary, how would you describe Blue Cielo Farms to somebody that may have never been there yet? I mean, they've heard about it, but they hadn't been there. How do you describe Blue Cielo Farms?
I think if I were to try to describe it in one word, I'd say serene.
Yes.
I think the vineyard, it's a really special place. It's beautiful. It offers a really nice environment for family, friends to come together. And we're really, our goal at Blue Cielo Farms is really to provide an environment in which people can come together and build memories.
Right. And I've seen some pictures that even neater with more chairs. It looks like y'all have a lot more chairs that you've put out there. And speaking of that, there's just been a lot of improvements over this past year to Blue Cielo Farms and the vineyard, the winery. And if someone has been but hasn't been in a while, what upgrades have you made at Blue Cielo Farms?
Well, we've been hard at work. It's been 6 months since we opened. We opened February 4th. So I think the biggest improvement that we've recently accomplished is the covered patio.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
That's super nice.
Yeah, so July and August were extremely hot. We had a tent that served its purpose throughout its useful life.
We had several tents.
We did. We had the last one blew away, so we've definitely upgraded. And the start of Blue Cielo Farms really was rooted in forestry. So we have a lot of trees on the property, and we were able to harvest enough trees to bring in a mobile sawmill and do some rough sawn timber and build a timber frame patio covering, which it provides a really rustic, warm, and we've got it insulated on the roof. So next summer in July and August, with the fans that we plan to install, we hope it to be much cooler.
Oh, nice, nice. You'll
have
a
very beautiful place.
20-degree cooler, or maybe even more cooler than the temperature outside. So, and with those improvements, and we see on Facebook, you're just hosting many, many events at Blue Cielo Farms, and I've seen everything from paint classes, candle making, line dancing. I don't understand what bunco is, but I see something called bunco. Somebody would have to explain that to me.
And they also have bridal showers out there. My daughter had her bridal shower out there.
Well, it'd make a beautiful place for weddings and things like that. So how can people find out more about these type things and how to sign up for them, and even a wedding? I mean, how, and things like that.
Yeah, I know it's kind of hard to keep up with everything going on. In fact, my wife's really the boss. She's
I was going to say that, but
she keeps it all in order. Keeps it organized.
No, she does. In terms of the events and the tasting room, that's her baby, and she's trying to create as many opportunities to bring the community together, and she's trying different things. And last night was line dancing. That was the second week that we've done that, and they're planning to continue that on Thursday nights, as long as people find it something enjoyable. And I constantly every Monday ask my wife, what's the week look like, because it is hard to keep up. So I think the best way to keep up with what's going on at Blue Cielo Farms is a couple ways. We have our social media. She's posting regularly, and I know sometimes if you're not following the feeds, you miss what's going on. So she's created a monthly newsletter. So if you're interested in knowing what's going on for the month, reach out to us through Facebook, and we'll definitely add you to the email list. And we had actually a production shoot Tuesday in which we brought in quite a few folks that offered to, in fact, Rock, your daughter was there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Rock didn't even know. Wow.
My daughter's all over the place.
Yeah.
She loves Blue Cielo, though.
Yeah.
She loves it out there.
Yeah. So yeah, so we're upgrading it. We're working on a new website, and that's going to be a really important way for us to communicate with folks. And,
Awesome.
So that's in the works. Hopefully within the next month, we'll go live with a new website. So stay tuned.
Wow. Well, look, there's a lot happening, Rock. So even you don't even know when your own family might
Oh,
be
I
out there.
don't.
Just
well,
wait till
they consider that home away from home out there, though.
Yeah.
Right. Wait till this hour's up because it gets better with your family. We'll talk about that in a little bit. You know, we talk about fun classes and events, and I was seeing the line dancing classes and just so much there, but also weddings and larger event venue, really, to have more people. And I talked about the more chairs that are around. Tell us more about that, about the other, like just being open for weddings and larger events for folks.
Yeah, so with the completion of the covered patio, we've still got the bathrooms to be installed. We got our septic permit here recently, and we're working on the construction side to finish out that portion. And once that's finished, we'll be able to host, I'd say, small to medium-sized weddings.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
So we're looking forward to that for next year. And with growth, we've cut enough timber to be able to build a timber-framed wedding venue in the future. So that's
cool.
in the works.
And
just
was
everything
this
takes
on the
time.
property? The wood comes from the property?
This is
like-
actually from the Commerce Farm.
Oh, it's Commerce. Okay, I
Yeah,
got.
it's a timber farm.
And I don't want to, but you have another area because that was where you were first going, and then you ended up coming to Elberton. So we love it. We love that you're here. So and thank y'all for investing in the community.
Oh, exactly.
Yes.
Then, you know, my wife and I, we took this tour. What was that thing called? We went to all the wineries in Northeast Georgia and all over the state. Her, my wife, Quinn, and some other people, we all did. And we went to every little winery you could find around here, and none compared to Elbert County. It's just a feeling to come back to what we call our winery now. We call ourselves the Blue Crew, I think it was.
The Blue Crew, I love
but
that.
we went to
The Blue
every one
Crew.
of them. But there was something about coming to Blue Cielo. It had that home feeling, and Gary and Cassandra are so nice and so warming. You just feel welcome when you go out there. It's just a feeling you can't buy that. You can't build
Right.
that.
Right.
But to have what they've got out there is just so great to have that right here in Elbert County, in our hometown, in our backyard.
That
Thank you
that
for
is
that.
awesome.
I'll tell you, there's one other thing that we offer that no one else offers. Wine that has grapes that are grown in Elbert County.
That's true.
Hey, that's awesome. I mean, that really is really cool right there. So, and you did a harvest recently, right?
We
so
did.
That,
We
that,
did.
that everything went good and a lot of fun, a lot of hard work.
It was, I'll say, a learning opportunity.
Okay.
It was our first true harvest here in Elbert County, and we had amazing turnout of volunteers. The whole community
Awesome.
came out. It was a hot day. We started
Very hot.
early. People stayed long hours, worked very hard. We harvested 3,000 pounds of fruit
Wow.
here in Alberton.
Wow.
Yeah. So all that fruit right now is through fermentation. The reds are actually going through secondary fermentation, so we'll be releasing those wines next year.
Cool.
So we have a lot going on from a wine standpoint. We actually have also, to complement what we grow here in Elbert County, since our Commerce Vineyard won't produce probably for another few more years of any substance, we're bringing in grapes from California. We just brought in some Chardonnay. We just had some Malbec arrive earlier this week. So yeah, a lot of
There's a lot to look forward to for folks.
yes, sir.
There you go. Hey, another thing, and Rock, you know this, I love music and live music and things like that. But another great thing that you guys do there at Blue Cielo Farms is that you host live music most weekends, many weekends. I know all kind of local acts have been there. Ella Long, Jody and Sandy DeMarco, Caleb Honeycutt, who Clay had introduced to me one time. Mr. Brad Evans, y'all may know that name, has made it out there.
I've heard of him.
You know about that, don't you, Rock? And Caleb Honeycutt was there just this past weekend. How does that add to the overall experience? And this is a big question. Is there a cover charge for the music? And how can we find out who's playing and when?
So a lot of questions there, but
Yes.
in short, the no cover charge is part of the environment the fun environment we're trying to
Wow.
create. So we're hosting. It's typically weekly, usually Saturdays, sometimes Sundays, depending on availability of the artists. So just come on out, enjoy. One of the best things of helping my wife out in the tasting room is listening to these wonderful musicians. So it's
Yes.
we've had some really good talent,
So there's no charge. You can just ride out and just like hang out and all like that. Do you bring your own crackers and cheese? Do y'all have charcuterie boards or
So right now we're not a licensed commercial kitchen. It's
Okay.
definitely in part of our septic permit has provisions for a future kitchen.
right?
But prior to that, and that's again in the future. For now, we've got retail food available in our refrigerator that has chips or just various snacks.
Okay.
To be honest. But we do have through J.A. Cars, through Renee Hunt. She does a wonderful charcuterie board. My wife does pre-orders throughout the week. So if you're interested, just reach out to us through social media. She'll get that ordered with Renee and have that ready for you when you come out. And also, feel free to bring your own picnic. We do Pizza Fridays. We order from the local pizza store
Yeah.
and bring pizza out for folks that are. You definitely, when you're having a glass of wine, it's always enjoyable to have food. So
That's right.
We're very flexible. In
Yeah,
that
that's how I
regard.
keep my figure so nice.
Well, that's right. You're getting into shape. He said, "I am a shape."
Right. But we got to give a shout out to Cassandra now. That is the hardest working little lady I've ever seen. And bless her heart, I heard about her harvesting. They got stung,
Oh,
got into
shucks.
fire ants.
Fire ants. Yeah, we have. So we have a John Deere. In fact, it was Dale's John Deere Gator, and the front hood is permanently dented from my wife, literally running and screaming towards me covered in these ants, and she took her boots off, and I had to carry her in the Gator to the house so she could get in the shower and get them off. So,
Yeah, so she got
yeah,
ate up by 'em.
yeah, she definitely is put in a lot of work, and David, our winemaker,
Yeah.
has been unbelievable. He has put in a lot of long hours, hot days, a lot of sweat and tears go into every bottle of wine that he's producing. So we got a good crew.
And also, David received an award in San Francisco. What was that?
That was the double gold.
Yeah,
award
the
from
double
San
gold.
Francisco Wine Chronicles.
wow.
So,
Very hard earned award. Very few people get it, and to have that right here in Elbert County from local, that's hats off.
double gold. So that wine actually we had very limited amount of wine produced. It came from a vine that we have we have 50 vines of it, and to get that kind of award up against Napa, and some of the best wineries in the country is
Exactly.
very prestigious. And so we actually just celebrated the release of that wine. We got like 20 bottles left, so it's very limited production, but it's part of the.
It
it's
would be
fun.
a
It's part of the
keepsake if
journey.
somebody wanted to. That'd be great for a wine collector's.
Yes, sir.
I'm just curious,
Cabinet.
how much does that cost to get a bottle? Is it for sale or is it you're keeping it or?
It is for sale. I'd say it's priceless.
Okay, I got you. Yes.
But it is definitely at the higher end. They're
Yes.
$100 a bottle.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's definitely at the higher end.
Yeah.
But our bottle prices range from the $20 to $30
Okay.
depending on the bottle.
Yeah.
But this, again, we got 37 liters of this double gold, so it is truly gold.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
we're trying to preserve it, and
Yeah.
it is special.
Wow. That is awesome. Dale and Helen Lyman are the people that originally had this vision for the vineyard and winery at Lake Russell in Elbert County. As we know, Dale tragically passed away from cancer a few years ago, and Gary, you and your wife Cassandra took over and really have helped just continue that dream to see it come to fruition that he had originally had for the venue. And I believe you're really just taking it to a whole new level. And really, as Rock said, for a community, I mean, it's really something special for our community. And now to Rock to take what they're doing and that hard work that we just talked about Cassandra and Gary doing, they are willing to open it up and host an event. And that really means a lot to us as a community because they're hosting a concert soon that will be there at the vineyard. It will honor Dale's memory, and proceeds will benefit Elbert Memorial Hospital Foundation to help with other cancer patients that are right here in our community. On Monday, we have Hannah Williams and some special guests coming in to talk about the different things our hospital has now, new equipment to help in diagnosis and things like that for cancer patients. But the event will be the Dale Lyman Memorial Concert for Cancer. And Gary, can you tell us more about the event? the when, the where,
Yeah,
and the how. Yeah.
absolutely. So it's coming up a week from Saturday. It's as you mentioned, it's an opportunity for us to celebrate Dale. Dale and his wife Helen spent a decade building this vineyard, and the property is really their legacy, and we're stewards of continuing that legacy. And for anybody that knew Dale or knows Helen, please come out and celebrate everything that they spent a decade building. And again, as you said, this is all about raising funds for cancer. So if you have personally been impacted by cancer, either yourself or through or loved ones, this is for a really good cause. So please come out, support the cause, and we're really looking forward to it. So it kicks off at 5 o'clock. So it's, again, Saturday, October 21st. 5 o'clock, we're going to kick off with a happy hour and some self-guided tours of the vineyards. We're going to have music by Dawson Scarborough. Rock, your son, is going to...
Did you know about this, Rock?
Yeah, I heard a little bit about this one.
You just wait, because we still got more with your family. It's still coming.
Yes. So Brad's at 6 with Jeff Ledbetter. So that's an honor to have.
That's his granddaddy.
Yeah, I'm excited. And I also heard you volunteered to be our MC.
There we go.
I don't know if
Thank
volunteer was the word.
Folks should come just for that.
Yeah. Yeah, they want a good laugh. Come on out.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And then Laura Smith's coming on at 7, and our Clay Page, local legends coming out to support the event. And
I think I'm going to change the name of this event. Because you mentioned everything, the homegrown grapes, wines, homegrown. The talent is homegrown. Every artist you've mentioned is homegrown right here in Elbert County. So this would be the Dale Emma Memorial Homegrown Concert Series.
You know what? That fits.
Everything
really
is homegrown that we talked
really
about in
does.
this thing.
And and I want to say this: Lara moved to Nashville, graduated from Belmont University. When I lived in Nashville, we lived in Franklin, which is just outside. But she would come down to sing. I remember having Tim McGraw's band there. I remember having some folks that were with Shania Twain. She wasn't singing at the time, but they were a band with hers. They saw Lara and were like, "Who is that?" And about Lara Smith. Well, folks, you in Elberton, you get to come to this and just see Lara.
Yeah.
Like there, they were like, because Lara has a voice that is just amazing.
Exactly.
And of course, Clay right now, as we speak, is back in Nashville, I believe. I'm waiting for a text, but if we don't, we'll play a song from him shortly. So,
awesome.
But Clay is living in Nashville again, and so of course he was on American Idol, got in the top 40. He's done some really cool stuff, and J-Led, man, J-Led, y'all, I've been in studios in Nashville, and people ask me when they find out from Elbert County, this is what they say to me. They say, do you know a guy named Jeff Ledbetter?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm serious. So the talent, Rock, that we're talking about, it's not just, this is awesome homegrown. These are people that have went out of Elbert County and made a name for themselves. And you wouldn't know it with Jeff. Jeff's so humble.
Yeah, Jeff played with, what was the guy from Athens?
John Berry.
John Barrett said they were touring. They opened up for an act, and they were doing some kind of farm tour, I believe it was. And Jeff said he was playing. He just got through doing a lead run through his guitar thing, and he looked over, and this old guy with a baseball cap was propped up on a big amp speaker. And when Jeff got through playing, the guy looked at him and gave him the thumbs up like that. And Jeff said when he looked up, the guy that with the hat on was Charlie Daniels. So when Charlie Daniels gives you the thumbs up, you've accomplished something.
And look, those guys on the road know Jeff, and it's been amazing to me to go to Nashville and meet people I never met before. But where are you from? Elbert County. Elbert County is, and I said near Athens. And when I said that, they go, do you know a guy named Jeff Ledbetter? I was like, yeah, I see him all the time. And it's just incredible.
And Jeff will probably be playing with every one of these acts we've talked about. He'll probably play with each one of them this weekend.
He's now going to join Dawson Scarborough, and he'll be playing with them at 5. And if you hadn't seen Dawson will be right on the entrance when you're coming in at 5. And it'll be a neat time there to tour around and look around.
I actually went to his website this weekend and listened to him. He's pretty good. That's the first time I've heard of him, but he's really good. I enjoyed it.
I'm so happy that they agreed to do this.
Yeah.
We had Dawson come and sing for us with the foundation, and y'all, Dawson, there's going to be a whole lot more of Dawson Scarborough. If he wasn't doing this event, I'd have him in our voice contest, but next year we're going to get him in the voice contest, and but y'all go see him at Blue Cielo Farms, And this is going to be so cool. It's something that we could talk all day about, but you need to get your tickets. And to get those tickets, the easiest way would be at emhcare.net. That's emhcare.net, and click events and get your tickets. But also, I've already been texted by my good friends at Northeast Georgia Bank, and they have the tickets there available as well. And where else can they get tickets, Gary?
We have them at the winery.
At the winery,
So come on
okay.
out to Blue Cielo Farms. I think Home Sweet Homes also
Yes.
has them. So yeah, lots of options. And just a couple of reminders. Please come early. We expect a big crowd.
Yes.
I think we've got the ability to host 100 to 150 cars. We've got our parking expanded. We've been working on that the past week.
That's
or so.
another addition that y'all have made right there is for parking.
Doubled
Double
the size
the
of the
parking.
parking. So
Yeah.
that'll be, I think, important for this event. But we do encourage folks to please carpool when at all possible, and definitely, please, always, if you plan to drive home, have a designated driver. Safety's definitely top and foremost in terms of importance. We've also partnered with Lakeside Concierge, so there is a concierge
nice.
service. They're actually at a Hartwell. It's a husband and wife team. They will pick up in Alberton, take you out to the winery, bring you back.
Oh, cool.
And if you're coming from Hartwell, likewise. So they're
good people. We actually used them. They took us to Greenville and back for a bachelor party.
Yeah.
They're really good people.
And if you
Nice.
need to leave your car there overnight, please, we much prefer that.
Yeah.
Have someone come pick you up. So we just want everyone to have a lot of fun and obviously get home safe.
And want to remind folks, it is encouraged to bring your lawn chairs. And although they have had some really cool events for pets, this particular event, no pets at this event, because we're not. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Is that-
we're
yes.
extremely pet friendly. Even our
Yeah.
three little.
That's why I wanted to say that. You were very pet friendly. You just had Petorama. What was it called?
Dogtopia.
Dogtopia.
Yep.
Yes. And so, but at this event, I just wanted, because it was Nancy has it on the thing here for me. So what a good time. Bring your lawn chairs, and this is just going to be an incredible evening with some awesome music, great friends. The scenery is just unbelievable, and it's going to be a neat time. So.
And we're gonna have food there too. Don't forget.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
Matt Noco's, Yaya's, and Mama D's. All
Look,
gonna be out
those
there
are
supporting.
three awesome food trucks.
And those
yes.
food trucks, make sure there's no loud generators.
At the band.
Yeah.
Well, the food trucks will be on this
Opposite
side,
end, I hope.
I think.
Yeah,
The-
we'll definitely keep it away from the music
Yeah.
venue. The stage is going to go behind the tasting room, so we've got it all laid out. The stage will be delivered later this week. I actually got my eyes on it over at the provider of the stage, so
Yeah.
we're putting all the pieces together. We'll have it laid out. Yeah, we definitely don't want a generator interfering.
Exactly, because I've seen a lot of good events ruined by loud generators.
Well, I think this will be fantastic on this event, because the food will be on this side of the tasting room, and the stage will be on this side of
Yes,
the
sir. tasting
tasting room. So it is going to be great. So we got great artists, wonderful food trucks, 3 top food trucks really, and we know where to buy tickets, but we got to have something to drink. I'm just so what else?
Well, that's a
yes.
given. So
Yes.
you're at a winery.
You're at a
so-
winery, so you go in, and you order.
So we get wine.
And-
But we also
yes.
have beer for those
Okay.
that don't like wine. We do cater to those that don't drink wine. We'll have beer. We'll have cider, and for those designated drivers, we'll have sodas, water. Keep everyone hydrated. So
Yeah, that is awesome. This is going to be an awesome time. I mean, what a wonderful time. And to have it at the vineyard and winery, I think is just another awesome background. And so it's going to be a really cool event. Folks, this is next Saturday, October 21st, so put that in your calendar and your phones. Be there at 5. Go ahead and get there early, because I'm telling you, the music will be incredible. The time gathering with friends, and it's going to be awesome. So it's more than just the concert. It's just being there. And of course, this is the Dale Lyman Memorial Concert for Cancer, benefits Elbert Memorial Hospital Foundation. And if you see Gary and Cassandra, please tell them thank you. Thank you for opening up, for hosting, for being a part of this. This is a lot. They haven't asked for Rock. I have seen, they have just been incredible. Incredible. They don't, I mean, it's so to do this is just a huge, huge thing.
And make it a point to go out there and visit the winery and see what all they've invested in Elbert County.
That's a huge
make
investment.
the trip out there.
Look, when I saw the pavilion, Rock, I mean, I was like, whoa, this is nice. I mean, this is really nice, and it really covers that thing is way big.
So you made me a promise yesterday when we spoke. I know you don't drink wine.
Yeah.
And I know you don't dance, and I don't dance.
Yeah.
So we're gonna learn to line dance together.
We're fixing to see how these left feet work together.
4 left feet on
yes,
the dance floor.
Yes, for the dance floor. Rock, I'm going out for line dance.
Hey, more power to you.
Hey, Rock, to do it right, I may have to.
Yeah. Laura and I tried that once. Not here.
How did you do on it?
We lucky we still married.
After line dancing?
Yeah, we found out Rock don't line dance.
Well,
The teacher's amazing, though. She teaches for a
oh
living.
yeah, and I love to watch it. I love to watch it. I can't do it.
I think there might be some hope for us.
Well,
Maybe. It would just
we'll see how it goes. She's willing to work from beginner. I was telling Gary, I've always DJ'd weddings. 10 years I DJ'd weddings and so on Saturdays, and so that was something I did. But see, I was always the DJ, never the dancer. And so now I've kind of stepped back from doing DJing weddings, and so I'm like, now I need to learn how to do this. I was always just like this.
It is so fun at Blue Cielo. It's unreal. It's something you can't describe it. It's just the feeling you get when you go out there, and that's before you get into wine. But it's just the feeling that comes over. It's a great place to be. The people make it.
Well, too, with the fall time and the kind of the little bonfire setups and it's just a surrounding. I love a bonfire.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Gary has cabins to be built in the future out there.
yeah.
I did not know that.
Well, it's
okay,
one step at a time. The property is just over 30 acres, so it would be perfect. Being on a peninsula of Lake Russell, I think having cabins would be
that was wonderful.
It would be a wonderful addition to the property.
Gary, this is awesome. I mean, that is like super awesome. So
yeah.
one question that I saw earlier was where is Blue Cielo Farms, and I can't. We must not have talked about that. So it is past Lake Russell, and the address, Gary.
2401 Pine Ridge Drive, and we're just 3 miles or so up from the state park.
Yes. So once you pass the park, heading out, you go another couple of miles. Yeah, and you've got a real nice sign there on the road. So, but if you type in 2401, I don't know if it gets you to there, but it'll get you in the right area. Okay, it will.
Well, it depends on if you're using Google or Apple Maps, and we've, as people that aren't necessarily IT savvy, we've been struggling with trying to get the maps perfect, but we do have signs on the road that kind of guide you there. So when you see the flower bed with the big sign, that's the entrance to the winery. Mm-hmm. So please don't go into a neighbor's accidentally.
Right.
Wonderful neighbors, but we don't. We want folks going into the right driveway. Just wait till you drive down Pine Ridge till you see the sign, and it's a big sign. And enter in there, and you'll be directed. It's going to be
a gate on the right.
Yes, sir. And there'll be people there taking names and directing folks to where to park.
Awesome. This is going to be a great time. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget Rock Evans, your MC for the night. Can you smell?
We're going to sell out just because of that.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? That's all I can say.
Hey, I hope they don't expect much from the MC. I tell you what, that's what's going to be great about the MC. I'll make the rest of the talent look good.
Hey, that's what it's about. All right, so here we go. Let's see how you do with this, Rock. This will be your theme music. Rock Evans, ladies and gentlemen. I've sent this to the sound guy, hoping that he'll play it when you go up on the stage.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you...
Man. The Rock was a bad dude, man.
You are too, my friend.
I'd be more like Dusty Rhodes.
I call him the body... Gary, I call Rock the bodyguard. That's what I call, because he's so big, So, people actually thought he was a bodyguard for a while. They were like, is he your bodyguard? I was like, no, he's just Rock, Yeah. Well, he kind of is.
It's going to be fun, though. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great night. It's a great cause, and like I say, it's all homegrown. I like that.
Yeah, the music's going to be awesome.
It is. And this is such a great lineup. And, look, I know our time is kind of like winding down. Before we wrap up, is there anything this weekend that folks may need to know about that y'all are doing this weekend? Or you're planning for next week? So,
Yeah, I mean, definitely the focus is on the following week, but we do have live music this weekend. I think the biggest next event will be will be at the end of October. We've got our Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Halloween party. So
Okay.
it's going to be a band that's coming out to play. We've got a Saturday morning cartoon playing.
I know those. That's a good band.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, and we'll have charcuterie. It's a $20 admission, 25 at the door. Includes live music. Includes appetizers, includes your first drink. So there'll be a lot there. That's the next big. Maybe
awesome.
Right now, focus is on the Clay Page.
That's right.
Yes, absolutely. That's all hands on deck for next Saturday.
You know, the Clay Page and Brad thing, they would do good. If you ever sit down and listen to those two talk, some of the stuff they've gotten into when they were out in California on their bus ride,
just entertainment.
It is hilarious just to sit and listen to those two.
No, Clay Page's manager was at line dancing last night.
Really?
Yes,
Oh
sir.
my gosh!
Yes.
Wow.
So
yeah.
he looked at all the layout and was giving us some advice in terms of the stage location and everything. But
Yeah.
he was out there line dancing. So
So he got into it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. Well, look, this is going to be incredible. And get your tickets right now, emhcare.net. You can do that from your phone, your computer. Go ahead and get that and lock it in. emhcare.net. Click on event, and you'll see the Dale Lyman Memorial Concert for Cancer benefit there. $25 a ticket, and proceeds do benefit Elbert Memorial Hospital Foundation. On a Monday, folks, we're going to learn more about Elbert Memorial Hospital, what is going on, what's happening, and testing and different equipment that they have purchased recently that will benefit and help and things like this. So we can't wait to talk to them on Monday. Gary, thank you. I mean, this is a big deal to me. Thank you for
Thanks,
coming
Dan.
by today. So now, Rock, Gary, and Cassandra. That's our next guest that we want to have the next time we
We
bring her
need to
in.
have the real boss here.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
need
let's
to
let
get
Cassandra
here.
come in.
she does all the hard work, and then she delegates the low stress things like coming here, talking to your millions and millions of
Yes.
folks
Look,
in the
I'm
audience.
gonna surprise you right now. You will not believe it. And Rock, you come look. We have people in London, Paris area listening in right now and this could be military, it could be business. We never know, but we have apps and the website. There's so many ways now that we stream 24/7 a day. Like Missouri, Florida, Kentucky, North Carolina always is tuned in. Charlotte, man, we have
big coverage in Atlanta.
We have and the ATL is covered. But I want to say this, and we talk about this with Miss Bagwell. Charlotte, not only the folks Miss Bagwell knows, but we have gained a ground in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I just want to say, Charlotte, we see you. What? And y'all may not get this, but I love it. Woo! Ric Flair, Charlotte, North Carolina. But it is amazing. And I-85 Rock. It's I guess those are people on the app that are traveling. And so we just appreciate y'all tuning in. And don't forget when you're back home or when you're out and about to tell people about Blue Cielo Farms and tell them you heard about Rock on WSTC.
Tell them Gomez
Yeah.
said hey.
Dun, dun, dun. That's it. Gary, thank you so much. That's been a lot to us. Thank you. Hey, before we wrap up, we can't do this without having a little Clay Page, and a song that has meant so much to me I wanted to play is this called Something. And this song means a lot to me, so we want to play it. Normally we do Georgia, Lonely Road to Georgia.
Yeah.
But this one right here, it just means a whole lot to me. So make sure to make your plans. Dale Lyman Memorial Concert for Cancer, October 21st. Get your tickets today. Northeast Georgia Bank, they're waiting on you to buy tickets from them. So head over right now to Northeast Georgia Bank and get your tickets, and or go to emhcare.net. Click event, and there you go. Thank you, Gary. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Rock.
Thanks, Rob.
Anytime. Looking forward to it.
All right. Here's Clay Page right now with his song, Something. Y'all enjoy yourselves till 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, or all weekend at Blue Cielo Farms. Have a great, great Friday. Here's Clay Page with his song, Something, on 105.3 WSGC.
Amy's a looker and she's waiting dirty tables in Savannah way out on the coast. They say she's crazy raising 3 little babies all on her own. Fell for a guitar ringer who put a ring on her finger, and he left her for the open road. But she keeps on smiling, you won't ever see her crying, 'cause deep down inside she knows we all got something Two sons were taken from him long before their time. But some way, somehow, he finally figured out how to find a little peace of mind. We all got something bringing us down here on this side of the clouds. Say a prayer at night that that morning light is gonna turn it all around and keep that head on your shoulders held high. Everything's gonna be alright. We all got something bringing us down. And when you think you've had enough, remember we're all just a little messed up, and we all got something bringing us down here on this side of the clouds. Say a prayer at night that that morning light can turn it all around and keep that head on your shoulders held high. 'Cause everything's gonna be alright. We all got something. Yeah, we all got something bringing us down. Yeah, bringing us down. Oh, bringing us down.
We're not a winery without wine. And he's making all the wine, so we gotta
Yeah,
make sure we give him
Hey, put my name on one of those Chardonnay bottles. I want one to keep.
the double gold.
Yeah.
So,
Well, see, I kind of want a bottle to save. I mean, I'd like to buy a bottle if I can. But
Yeah.
are you trying to keep them? That's why.
no,
I didn't know.
we
Okay.
had, I think we're down to 20. It comes in a very nice box that, but I would drink it in the next year though, because it is flawless. And it's a white wine, so it's not like red will age and be better over time.
Oh, really?
White should be,
Welcome to another edition of the Shannon Jarvis Coaches Show. We're sponsored by Slabco, McGee Heating and Air, and Lake Russell Building Supply. Coach, Whitfield Academy comes in last week with Granite Bowl. It's great to be home. I know it's always fun, but for us in the booth, it's awesome to be at home. 16-13 at half, and we weren't 16. But 28 unanswered points later, and the final score is 34-16. And again, our honor roll is becoming something pretty awesome. So I'm gonna run through them right quick. What a big win though! We came out in the second half and dominated. I think we give up, our stats was give up 47 yards in the second half to Whitfield, which is unbelievable. So our offensive honor roll: Javen Hickman, Reek, Jakar Barnett, Tyreek is on there. Okay, he was on there twice. Landon Williams, Lucas Alcalde, Seneca Turner. Good to see Tyreek get in the offense there. 6 receptions, 89 yards. Javen, 5 of 9 passing for 130 yards with a touchdown, 7 rushes for 64 yards and a touchdown. The offensive line, though, as we had just talked momentarily, Lyman had 6 pancake blocks, Lucas 3, and Seneca 3. And you just told me the entire offensive line had 26 pancake blocks total, which you said was a record since you've been
Yeah, I
here.
was about to say, all of our records are really over the last 4 years, so that's a stat we want to keep up with. We are going to keep up with our offensive line, but Stuart, I'm very pleased with as they continue to develop. Now, if you'd have been in our film session about an hour ago, you wouldn't believe that. Talking to them, emphasizing the first steps and
Sure.
the technicalities of the position, but our offensive line continues to become more and more physical. A lot of times, you got to have the strength to do it. We feel like our kids, it's the 4th year in the weight room for a lot of these guys with us, and you have the strength, but you also got to develop the mentality. And I have been so pleased with the development of their mentality finishing blocks. And this isn't dirty stuff either. This is finishing blocks and not catching people and just doing your assignment. It's Lucas, I brought this up to him. Lucas Acalde is doing so much better when he gets his fit. We're working on our fit on these linebackers or D linemen. And once they get their fit, they're running their feet. And the development of them is part of why you're seeing our whole offense play better. It helps in protection. I promise you, helps in our running game. And, one thing Javen, I'd like to mention this, Javen, I said this to him after the grade sheet, and I wrote the note on there, it's probably his best game he's played as a Blue Devil. He graded his highest, but a lot of it had to do, he carried out his fakes. And I showed him how that affects the entire defense. But obviously he's a dual threat quarterback.
Sure.
But when he carries out his fakes, he can be very challenging to the defense. And that second half, I think what you saw was truly every element of our offense performing, doing their job from receivers. Brady and Eli and DK are not on the honor roll, but they all have multiple catches for big plays. Brady Dickerson on that fourth down, shoestring catch on the sideline, and just, our kids, they understand what we're trying to do. I'm very pleased with them offensively, and obviously you got to be doing it at a great time of year right now as we get ready for region play. And so I'll talk about the defense after you read off those names as well.
And the defensive honor roll. I called it on the radio. I called it some brotherly love with Jose and Miguel. Jose had 2 interceptions, and Miguel had 1. So between the brothers, they had 3 interceptions, which I'm not sure about brothers, but I would say that 2 brothers at the same time with 3 interceptions is also a record.
Pretty good.
DJ Rayford, I text Coach Saturday. DJ, I think, ran 800 yards in the second half chasing that quarterback, and at the end of the game, DJ's out there pumped up after he's ran all that.
Yeah.
So
DJ can keep running, trust me. If you know DJ, he has unlimited energy.
So Riante Tucker, we call his name every week. Gilbert Fortson, Lincoln, good to have him back. He had 4 tackles, 5 assists, and 1 pressure. And Jarrell Sims, 2 tackles for a loss. And he, ladies and gentlemen, is the freshman.
Yeah, he's amazing.
And special teams, Travis McClendon and Tyreek Jones. Reek had one that I've said it 5 times this year. One guy.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, we're one guy
We're close,
for having 5 touchdowns on kickoff returns.
Yeah.
So defensively, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 16 on the honor roll.
Yeah. Well, the defense, we give up the points in the first half, but we knew going into it with our kids, part of what we wanted to do defensively, we told them all week, we may give up a play or 2, but we got to continue to be aggressive. In the prior weeks, I just thought we were too soft in our coverage, we were too soft in our mentality, and I say too soft, I say that to you as coaches, and I don't mean to say, well, we have to self-reflect too, and so with our kids, we really challenge them to respond. And do a little more pressure packages, a little more man coverage. That means you got to hold up in man. They had the 3 big pass plays. One of the plays that gets hidden in the game, and I'd like to highlight, that long pass. Everybody in the stadium thought it was a touchdown probably. And there's Jose coming from the backside and walks the kid down. And when I say walks him down, tackles him, they had it 1st and goal at the 3. And this is something.
They got 3 points.
You see, you follow the game, so but that's something we emphasize to our players. To me, that was the turning point in the game. We've got them 1st and goal at the 3, and then they're kicking a field goal at the 10-yard line.
That's right.
And that's a credit to our kids and our defense. When you talk about all these kids on the honor roll, you're seeing our kids come on right now. And when I say come on right now, I think that second half is where you finally saw, and I said it to the kids